What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge. I'm your host, Allan Bell. We have a fantastic show lined up for you this Saturday. And I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's take a look at how we did on Friday. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, all right, one, the EC undershirt that I wore, not good. You can see it right there, 1 out of 2. Brutal. A 6 and 9 day overall. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take the loss for it for everybody. It was a bad karma that I had that I'm going to take the L for everyone on this one. But I'll tell you what, it's Saturday. You know how we get down. We are going to make this so much better. So let's bring in the stars of the show here and get this thing fired up. So first off, running 3 wide. All right, kids, what in the world is going on? We logged in. We saw you basically out there at Paradise. Where you at?
Yeah, we're in Jersey Shore, Avalon, New Jersey. Hard to have a bad day when you're waking up on the water.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And I'll tell you what, it's also tough to have a bad day when you start right here with the marquee matchups. So let's start with our first one here. Now, this is a brand new one that we invented last night. So normally you see home run props, you see underdogs, you see MLB favorites. We are going to go with team totals here. So let me pull these up. All right, so what I've done is selected team totals that are all reasonably priced, okay? There's nothing that's a minus 175 or anything like that. You're looking at minus 110 to minus 120, 125 probably at max there. So we have the Braves at the Rays. Braves team total 4.5, Rays 3.5. Mets at the Padres. Mets team total 3.5, Padres 4.5. Cubs team total 3.5 at the Yankees team total of 4.5. So how we play is this. So let me pull you guys back here. All right, you've got to select one that you like the over or the under. So Mags, I'm going to throw it to you, man. Lead off, buddy. Hit it. What do you got?
All right, AB. Well, I think that, you see by the hat, I would love to go with the Yankees, and I definitely do think they can score today. But I'm going to go with the Braves, man. I mean, they're a wagon. And Taj Bradley, I hate to say it, but he gets sent out to pasture today. Last 2 starts have not been good for him. I don't think it changes today against Atlanta. We've seen pretty much every pitcher get destroyed by Atlanta. So I will take the over 4.5 with the Braves.
Yeah, and especially, Atlanta coming off. I mean, a 2-1 win last night. But, yeah, I mean, you saw in the recap there, I was pretty heavily mortgaged on Atlanta. A rare 2-run evening for the boys. But I'm with you, man, and we're going to talk more about them. Kids out there in paradise here. All right, which way you go? What do you like?
Yeah, I like Amags mentioned it. I like the Yankees over 4.5. A lot to do with Drew Smiley. 2 really bad starts he's coming off of. 3 earned in just 3.2 innings against the Brewers, and then 7 earned and 2 homers when they played the Phillies. So it's really hard to walk into the Bronx after two performances like that. I don't know if he can get past that today. And then I got to shout out, our simulation. Our simulation has the Rays team total at 4.9, which I see good value there. So something else to consider.
Nice. I like it. That's a good call right there. Proppy, my man. Team total stars, side stars. You run all of it. Where are you going on this one, buddy?
The best team in baseball, best lineup 1 through 9. Taj Bradley, Amags mentioned, he's been struggling. ERA up nearly 5.5. Yeah, he's got great stuff. Young pitcher, but this Atlanta lineup is just too much. 1 through 9, they hit for average, they hit for power. They're just too good, too hot. I think after last night only scoring 2 runs, we're going to see them just back up the truck today.
Back up the truck, indeed. All right, now, before we back up the truck for our next one, our home run props, which, by the way, crushed yesterday. All over it, the guys were. Everyone, let's take a quick break and hear from one of our partners. And we are back. All right, so, as promised, our home run props for today. Let me get this on the screen here. So you got 3 to choose from. Byron Buxton of the Twins plus 250. Matt Olson of the Braves at plus 300. Pete Alonso of the Mets plus 475. Rarely ever do we get our man Alonso at anything. Quite frankly, we barely even get him in the 3s, right? So got Alonso there at plus 475. So we pull you guys back on here. Mags, throw the bat right back at you, buddy. What do you got?
All right, AB. Well, I honestly dislike Buxton at plus 250 just for a guy that, in my opinion, is not fully there health-wise. I think plus 250 is tough. But Alonso plus 475 against a lefty. I think I got to take those odds. I know we just talked about Matt Olson. I would love to play him as well if I could take two guys here, but I'll take Olson. I know it's Snell, but just there's something about Alonso, so I'll take him at plus almost 500, man.
Dude, I'll tell you this. Anyone out there looking to play any Mets, specifically Pete Alonso props today, go take a look at his history against Blake Snell. Your boy has mashed
even this year.
Snell.
Even this year, 2 for 3 with a homer against him this year. So
yeah,
I think
weirdly the only problem is that Alonso either gets walked or hit like every at bat. This dude is like starting off his first 3 at bats are like hit by pitch, walk. You know what I mean?
I haven't looked at it yet, but if you wanted to play the home run and then back it up on DraftKings with the over a half of a walk, Snell has walked the righties. I believe it was righties much more than lefties this year. So you could back it up with that a little bit.
Yep, absolutely, man. It's a good call. All right. Kins, who you taking?
Yeah, I like Matt Olson here just because he's had a lot of action, 2 straight games with at least a hit. And during his last 5 outings, he's had a double, a home run, 4 walks, and 2 RBIs. So, I like the idea of him finally hitting home today to get another home run.
Yeah, I mean, facing another righty. And to be completely honest with you, I mean, last night it was basically him and Sean Murphy were the only ones hitting the ball. Like, that's it. No one else on the Atlanta Braves was hitting whatsoever. So, yeah, Olson's been doing it for, games in a row here. It's a good call. PropStarz, side stars, home run stars. Where you go?
That is a great price on Alonso, but I will go with Olson versus Taj. Same reason I really like the Braves team total. I think it's applicable to Olson in this matchup versus Taj Bradley. So give me Olson.
All right, Olson, there it is. All right, everybody, let's get to our picks here. But before we do, let's take one more quick break and hear from one of our partners. And we are back. All right, let's run it on the screen here. All right, Mags, our official picks for today. You've got one for us coming from Major League Baseball. We're getting close to the All-Star break. So I like where your head is at here. Break it down, buddy. What do you got?
Yeah, AB, and you alluded to it a little bit, and the hat and the Garrett Cole jersey here,
nice.
We'll bring it home. I'm actually about to hop on a train to Yankee Stadium right after the show as well, so I'm going to fully ride with my guy Garrett Cole today. Over 7.5 strikeouts, got it at minus 130. Actually, a little bit better than that, but it's been moving up a little bit here. And the thing with Cole today, I just think, like you said, the spot right before the All-Star break here, he's not going to pitch until next Sunday. He may get a shot, to pitch a little bit in the All-Star game, but we all know those are not long outings. They're not quality, work. They're not a ton of work. So for Garrett Cole today, he has to get his work in, and this team has been struggling. I've watched this Yankees team over the past week, specifically last 3-4 games here. Awful, just terrible games to watch. We did get a little bit of a reprieve last night with Rodon, get to see his first outing as a Yankee, pitch fairly well. But I just don't believe in the Cubs lineup against Garrett Cole's fastball slider combo. I think it's going to be tough for them today. 7.5, this number, like I said, it really just boils down to him getting deeper into the game here. In games that he's gone 6 or more than 6 innings this year, 3 for 4 over this number. And in his last 4 starts, he's gone over in 3 of 4. So give me the over 7.5 on Garrett Cole today.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. I'll have to take a look at it. We will here in a bit. But I believe, according to Kins and the CBS Sports SportsLine data team, I think he's the highest rated pitcher today in terms of just overall strikeouts, like not compared to his prop number, just overall. We'll take a look at it here in a minute, but I know that the SportsLine simulations were very, very strong on your boy Garrett Cole, and I like that jersey too, bro. Nice, looking good, dude. All right, Kins, coming over to you. Speaking of just perfection around you, and not to mention, you've been crushing the WNBA. You got another play for us today. What do you got?
I do. All-Star break's coming up. It's time for everyone to hop on the WNBA train. So, let's get some reps in here. We're going to go with the Storm at the Liberty over 167. I'm kind of contradicting what I said last week, but I think the over is due here. It is a game 3 matchup, but the under is hit in the 2 games before this. I think if the odds makers felt comfortable if this was going to be another under, the line would be a lot lower. But we're talking about simply the 2 best scoring teams or 2 best scorers in the league on these 2 teams. And the Liberty are top 5 offense, second best in the league in points per game, and the best in the league in 3-pointers per game. And right behind them is the Storm. Both these teams love to turn the ball over. Storm are 6-0 to the over on Saturday games and 4-1 in their last 5 games. The over is 5-1 in the Liberty games in the last 6 games. So I think these two specifically are due to go over, and I like the trends of these teams being hot right now offensively.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, like there's nothing better. Like same thing like WNBA as the NBA and college basketball. There's nothing better than two potent offensive teams that like to play, at a quick pace and also turn the ball over consistently, right? Like there's nothing better than that whatsoever. A ton of transition points, and it's fantastic. All right, Props, you are obviously our cleanup hitter here, so I'm going to go here, and I'll tell you what, everyone understand, okay? That when I show you this, we are going back to the well today in regards to the Golden Corral. Pick what you want, food buffet plays here. And let me just put it on the screen in a different way. Let me get the chalkboard out, okay? So here's what we have. Well, can't do that. All right, so kids, I apologize. I'm going to have to blind you here with the scoreboard here. All right, so we're going to play a little NL East action. All right, so first off, I do believe that today you're going to see a lot of players across Major League Baseball, and especially guys that are going to be in the Home Run Derby, in the All-Star Game. This is kind of it. Like, I think that you're going to get, your maximum action here, and then they're going to shut this thing down for next week. So I'm going to go with the Mets team total over 3.5. I'm going to go Alonso over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and I'm going to go Alonso over half of a total base at minus 130 here. Essentially a hit, one hit. And you know what? After a game last night to where they ended up winning in extra innings, but he didn't do anything, and he was hit by a pitch. He was walked a couple times and basically struck out, grounded out. I think that he bounces back nice today. Also, Kins, again, I apologize because I just completely railroaded over your wonderful backdrop there. We're going to go Braves team total over 4.5. We're going to go Ronald Acuna over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 105, and also Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs because Acuna was one of his worst games that we've seen yesterday. And I've got to give credit, man. Glass now, he pitched a hell of a game. Dude started off hot, throughout it. So I got to give you a shout out there. But I think Acuna picks it back up. And Ken's what you were talking about in regards to Matt Olson, not only coming from the left side against a righty, but yeah, like he's been hot, and I think he keeps it and runs it and keeps it going. And kids, I promise that I will never, ever chalkboard you ever again. So that being said, PropStarz, my man. Dude, bases loaded, bro. Bring us home. What do you got?
Let's go, bro. Yeah, we're going to go to our return into the stomping grounds here. We're giving out some props. I will mention I do have a couple of picks up on the site right now if you're looking for some sides. So check that out if you're a SportsLine subscriber. But we're going to start with lefty James Paxton of the Boston Red Sox to record a win today. You can find this actually at plus money on some books, or it's around even money. Love this spot for the lefty who has been fantastic. This guy's struggled with injuries throughout his career, but when he pitches very well. He's having an awesome year. 2.7 ERA, a whip of 0.96, 63 strikeouts to just 11 walks on the season. He's 4-1 as well. The Red Sox are playing just the Quad A Oakland A's, who are absolutely dismal. They also struggle, unsurprisingly, versus opposing southpaws. Third lowest OPS. Love Paxton. He's also coming off a couple of days extra rest as well. Was on paternity leave. Pitched 7 innings in his last outing. I think he can get up there today. Love his chances to record a win, especially at this price. And then we're going to go to Cincinnati. Jake Fraley over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This guy is having a career season this year. Left-handed hitter, playing very well in the middle of Cincinnati's lineup, facing Colin Rea, who he's faced 3 times, 3 hits, including a home run. He also hits. He's played really well. So in the middle of that Cincinnati lineup. So let's go Jake Fraley over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs.
Your boy Jake Fraley there. Now, all right, real quick, we're going to get to the recap, and then we also have 2 quick games that we're going to play, and then we'll get out of here and let everyone have their weekend, get these bets in, and crush it. Props, you are on HQ today with our man Tommy Tran, correct?
I am not, AB, but I would love to be.
Oh, I thought you were. Never mind. I thought you were on HQ today. My bad.
I am available if they're watching, AB. So,
well, you know what?
Tommy, I'm your guy.
Yeah, I think that was our way of trying to nudge you back in. I know you've been crushing it the last 2 weeks. So, All right, that's me just being an idiot. So, all right, let's pull up the recap screen here because that's nothing new. And here we go. PropStarz is on. James Paxton record a win at plus 105. Jake Fraley over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 140. Amags is on. Garrett Cole, Yankees pitcher, over 7.5 strikeouts at minus 130. Kids is on the Storm Liberty over 167, priced at minus 110. I am on the Mets team total over 3.5, minus 105. Pete Alonso over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 120. And Pete Alonso over half a total base at minus 130. I'm also on the Braves team total over 4.5, minus 110. Ronald Acuna over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at plus 105. And Matt Olson over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs at minus 145. Okay, like I said, 2 more games, and then we're going to get out of here. You guys good? Rapid fire. So first off, as we always do on Saturdays, all right, our man Trent Wade has NASCAR picks ready to go. It's the Quaker State 400. Here's the best part. I have decided that it's much easier for you guys when I make this a graphic of who you're going to choose. So let me pull this up here. Take a look. So he's got 5 picks here. All right, 2 head-to-heads. Chase Elliott minus 118 over Joey Logano. Ryan Blaney minus 118 over Denny Hamlin. All right, and then top 10 finishes. Chase Elliott minus 160. William Byron minus 140. Ross Chastain minus 125. So, Mags, start us off. Pick one. Who you got?
Yeah, like I've always said about the NASCAR picks, I don't know too much about these, but Chase Elliott minus 160 top 10 finish seems like free money to me. So I'll take that.
All right, I like it. I like it. Kens?
I'm just going to spice it up a little bit with Ross Chastain. I like the value better over there.
All right, there we go. Props. Bring us home on the track here. All left turns. The Tums heartburn turn. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Ross Chastain's cousin, Jessica Chastain. Shout out to Molly's Game. Really good movie if you're looking for a little poker flick. So, yeah, we're going to take Jessica Chastain's cousin, Ross Chastain. I'm with Ken's here. I think it's a great spot.
Nice. Okay, I like it. I like it. All right. Last one here. Take a look at the numbers, the data, what we have. Kins and her team doing phenomenal work at all times here. I want to bring this up here. All right, top 5 to hit a home run today. Pete Alonso, Corey Singer, Matt Olson, Byron Buxton, Shohei Ohtani. Stolen bases. I feel like Ronald Acuna is number 1 every single day because your man just crushes a Bobby Witt, Wander Franco, Corbin Carroll, and Jake McCarthy. Starting pitchers here. Okay, Spencer Strider for the Braves at 8.49. Kevin Gossman, 7.45. Garrett Cole, 7.04. Blake Snell, 6.71. And Kyle Nelson, 6.56. So, real quick, all right, nothing that we have to severely break down here. Is anything stand out to anyone in regards to this? PropStarz, we got.
Yeah, I like Gausman on the mound today against the Tigers. Like the spot for him. He's quietly one of the Cy Young contenders in the American League. I believe he's 2nd or 3rd in the league in strikeouts overall. He's had great historical results against the Tigers as well, their projected lineup. So, yeah, I think Gausman's in a good spot. I believe his number is 7.5 as well. Definitely something that looks good to me. Also, I like James Paxton. I know I mentioned him to record a win. I like the spot against Oakland's lineup. He's quietly has a career high whiff percentage, swinging strike percentage, career low contact rate. So he's pitching really well. Can't ask for a better matchup.
All right. And let me also say this, and this is no criticism to Kevin Gausman's parents, but if they would have just lost the U in the last name, Gassman, for a pitcher, I mean, it would be phenomenal. Now, that's also a name that you would probably get teased at as a kid consistently. But you know what? You live through it. You get tougher because of it, and you throw 101 miles an hour. All right, Kens, anything that stands out to you? And you don't have to answer. If there's nothing, there's nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, this is a little unrelated, but I might be making this up. Didn't Acuna say he didn't want to participate in the home run derby this year to give other people a chance?
Yep.
Because that's just like the all-time cockiest thing I've ever heard. That's awesome. I'm going to take him. I mean, respect to the confidence there.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. Look at the Atlanta Braves of the last, say, 12 games.
Yeah.
In the first inning of the run scored, like, my God, like, he could legit start the game off with a bomb. If that happens, kids, we're all coming up to the Jersey Shore. We're doing the show. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
We wouldn't do that. Yeah, I think you've got enough friends and everybody up there that you don't need us. But, yeah, that's a good call for sure, Acuna. Yeah, dude's ready to mash, especially after yesterday. Mags, bring us
All right,
together.
so a few things. First off, Strider, his number's 8.5. That's tough, but he definitely, I think, should be at the top there. I don't dislike the matchup. Gossman, I also agree with Proppy. I like him there on the strikeouts. Only thing is the weather there was worrying me a little bit about a potential delay. So I'm not, sure about that number. And then same kind of thing with Garrett Cole there was a little bit of weather issues, but it doesn't look like it would hit until late in the game. So I do think he's a bit more clear than Gossman today. But I like both of those the most there on the pitcher strikeouts. And, when you look at the rest of this stuff, the stolen bases, I think every single day you could look at a very similar projection, right? It's like always a lot of the same guys. Acuna, when he gets on, he just runs, man. Like he seriously knows that he has to be the catalyst for that offense. So plus 171, I had someone ask me this on Twitter the other day. I honestly don't mind just betting it blindly every day for him to steal bases. And, even if you can get like 2+ stolen bases on some sites, I believe like FanDuel, maybe take a shot at that too, because when he takes second, sometimes he goes right and takes third.
Yep. Yeah. And especially with that lineup too. And, he could get on and the batters are so deadly behind him that the pitcher, I mean, obviously, there are new rules in regard to it, but you have to kind of pick your poison. You know what I mean? And it's like, all right, I've got to figure out now how to get Austin Riley out at the plate and not mash one out. Like, I'm just going to give Acuna a second. I'm with you, man. Like, I don't know the numbers, but betting it blindly, there's probably value, especially if you're looking at plus 171 or more. Yeah, that's something we need to take a look at. Like, that's, 100%, man, on that one for sure. All right, it's enough for today. Anybody have anything else before we get out of here? Kids, what are you doing today? Anything fun? What's on the docket up there?
Well, interesting you ask. We're going on the Miss Avalon boat today, which is a big double-decker boat. A lot of friends in town, a big college reunion. So great day, great weather. There's going to be a lot to get into today.
Yeah, the Jersey Shore just figured out that the University of Georgia they just rolled in. Title rings and everything just rolled in. They're about to figure out. Yeah, Athens just came northeast. Mags, what do you got, man?
Yeah, I do have just one thing on that Smiley. It's the Yankees game, Smiley versus the Yankees. The Yankees have been, like I said, lately have been much better against lefties. They've not been good against righties. So you want to try to use them against a lefty. Smiley hasn't been good of late. But when you look at the fly ball rate, his fly ball rate's up to almost 45% this year. I'm sorry, of late from this year. So it's been moving up, and it's a 15% home run to fly ball. Not really the formula you want when you're stepping into Yankee Stadium. So I do think that if you wanted to, you could even play Cole 7+ strikeouts and the Yankees win there around even money. I like that.
Yeah, that's a great call. And especially, when you got a short porch on one side, like 100%, man. That's an excellent call, dude. Good one on that one. Keep an eye on that. All right. Props, anything that you have for the weekend? Anything you need to share with us?
Just looking forward to some baseball before we head into All-Star break. I will be on HQ on Monday. I just found out, AB, talking home run derby. I actually got texted while you brought that up, like literally at the same time. So, yeah, two spots on HQ Monday, breaking down the home run derby.
Look at that. All right. The karma is with our humble king over there, PropStarz. Look at that. Spoken into existence.
AB, any update on the roof?
Yeah, it's still a disaster zone. We've painted, but we still lack a ceiling. So, yeah, and the Braves didn't help that at all. If anybody's new here, the ceiling fell out yesterday. So, it's been fun. It's been fun. I wish I could turn the camera around. You would see legitimately just a huge hole. But you know what? We live, we continue. All we can do is stay positive, as our man PropStarz likes us to do. All right, Kins, you and your friends have fun. Tell them all we said hello. And if they have any good karma, let's hit these bets. Tell them to get them in for us. Mags, have fun today out there, and everyone else, have a great weekend. We're so appreciative that you roll with us every single day. We'll be live Sunday, normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern, and we'll get you ready for the All-Star break week, regards to the home run derby and everything else. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.